Okay, my name is Tristan, and with me are my two colleagues, Chengyu and Nitin. We are presenting on a data warehouse solution for a professional soccer organization as a final class project for IS 6480, taught by Mike Boyle at the University of Utah.
So hey everyone, my name is Chengyu, and as you can see from this slide, the professional soccer organization has two primary goals. The first one is increase fan satisfaction, and the second one is increase organization revenue. The objective of this project are be able to analyze offensive production through easy-to-use, user-friendly reporting and analysis function and report. This will be done through the creation and management of a data warehouse, specifically set up the organization needs. And in this slide, I'm going to talk about data warehouse solution. The organization goal is going to be able to analyze offensive performance in order to increase fan satisfaction and revenue. To successfully reach out this goal that we just talked about, we will use those two factors to measure the solution, and they are the strategic alignment and feasibility analysis. The strategic alignment is the data warehouse project are driven by business needs, and they're in turn aligned with the defined business strategy. In all cases of the business need is to determine how having high offensive production has a high impact on fan satisfaction and a small impact on revenue. For the feasibility analysis, would identify the project risk from the three aspects, and their technical feasibility, economical feasibility, and organizational benefits. The technical feasibility emphasizes, can we build it? At this moment, we should be familiar with the terms and processes of the soccer management system. Then it's the economic feasibility, means should we build it? We need to think about the development costs and the operation cost or any other costs. Also, we need to consider the benefits for the organization. Like in the project has intangible benefits, like competing team that does something similar to us, made a similar investment gained benefits. Last but not least, it's organizational benefits. If we build, will they come? Do we have the business strategy that requires some data to make better decision or some other thoughts like that?
After deciding on a data warehouse for our solution, we decided to create a bus matrix to organize our requirements for this solution. While we were unable to interview the actual organizational stakeholders in order to collect these requirements, we did have a written idea of what they wanted and organized our bus matrix accordingly. We focused on business processes that involved the players and the team, including managing player personnel strategy, preparing for the season, entertaining fans, and increasing revenue, to name a few. By the time we finished creating our solution, we had successfully completed requirements for identifying player strengths and weaknesses, sponsorships, and opponent research. While data was acquired and ready for analysis for several other factors, we did not complete those at this time and instead recommended them for future analysis. Additionally, there were one or two items included, such as bringing in a mascot and providing giveaways for entertaining fans, that we found to be out of scope for this data warehouse solution, as no data was available to provide a report or analysis on these items.
So in this slide, I'm going to show our project logic model. This model is showing the basic data structure of the project. And the event table is playing an important role in this data warehouse. As can be seen from the above diagram, there are 4-dimensional tables connecting to the event table, which is the fact table that is the center of all the described relationship. Whenever a user is trying to retrieve any information from the warehouse, user will be looking for the individual event first. And specifically, each dimension table has their unique ID, which is considered to be the primary key in the warehouse. Along with the unique ID, each table has another information that will also be unique to every individual instance. The relationship between those dimension tables and fact table are one-to-many identifying relationships.
When it comes to ETL process, the process of extracting from source systems and bringing it into the data warehouse is commonly called ETL, which stands for extraction, transformation, and loading. Using Pentaho data integration tool, we have done our ETL process, extraction of data. During extraction, the desired data is identified and extracted from many different sources, including database systems and applications. After data is extracted, it has to be physically transported to the target system or to an intermediate system for further processing. The load phase loads the data into end target, which may be a simple delimited flat file or a data warehouse. In our project, we have done the ETL process using the 5 files. So for the ETL process, we have used 2 data files, event data file and the location data file. When it comes to dim team, for dim team, we have extracted the event data file, and by using that file, we determined unique team names. This population can be done by transforming the visiting team and hosting team values from event data. Then after the transformation, we have loaded team dimension, as you can see in the picture. Same process is done for getting the unique player names from event data file. Here we have used player 1 and player 2 values from the same file. Then we have loaded the player dimension. For the dim location, we have extracted the location data file, and by using it, we have loaded the location dimension. For dim date, the extraction is done by event data file, and as you see in the picture, following transformations are done to get the values such as event date key, day, month, year, week, day, number, is weekend, etc. By using these values, loaded the date dimension. For dim fact event, we have extracted the event data file, and by using the lookup warehouse key transformations, we have loaded the fact event table. It contains values such as all the warehouse keys, period description, event type. After the ETL process, we have executed the following code and respective SQL code has generated. Following things are done by executing the entities to tables. Entity relationships to foreign key constraints, attributes to columns, primary key, unique identifiers to primary key constraints, unique identifiers to unique key constraints.
We included this slide as part of our presentation in order to highlight the many other processes or items that were taken into account in order to complete our data warehouse solution. There are several data sources available that can be pulled into a data warehouse. However, for the purpose of this project, we had 2 CSV files available to us. This made combining the data quite simple for our data sources features. Security is a feature that is important for any technical solution to a problem. We decided to release the report to the team using Pentaho BI server, which allows you to assign users to groups and then assign those groups certain administration rights. This limits outside users from seeing data the team does not want publicly released. The user interaction for our solution was limited due to the simplicity of our report. Here, the user interaction was simply viewing the report if given administrative rights to do so. Our technologies used included Schema Workbench, MySQL Workbench, Pentaho Data Integration, and Pentaho Report Designer. Here you can see an example of the reporting solution that I mentioned in the previous slide. Our final solution for this project was to provide a report for the professional soccer organization. We included a report based off player, which the specific names of players have been hidden and instead include randomly assigned numeric values and how many goals or goal kicks they have completed. This was done to provide data for the soccer organization's goal to increase fan satisfaction and revenue. While revenue data was not provided and therefore cannot be included in this specific report, we determined that when soccer teams' players make more goals and goal kicks, the fans get more excited and therefore their satisfaction increases. Additionally, when teams are doing well and fans are more satisfied, more fans will attend games, increasing revenue. Future analysis should be done to confirm the correlation to revenue. This report was completed through Pentaho Report Designer and can be further edited using the data populated during the ETL process for a variety of other analyses. There are a variety of softwares that are available to provide these user-friendly analysis, including several Pentaho products. If the organization were looking to expand and potentially move away from single vendor services, further product research and identification should be done.
So in the conclusion, this data warehouse implementation was a successful solution for the professional software organization requirements. Well, there's for the analysis to be complete and the data to be collected. Analyzing the current report on player goals will provide useful insights in improving fans' satisfaction and increasing revenue.
In addition to our conclusion, we wanted to provide future recommendations for the professional soccer organizations. Recommendations to continue this process are to collect revenue-based data and create the appropriate dimensions to organize that data for future use within the data warehouse. Additional research should also be done on other vendors or data scientists to increase analysis and reporting power. Thank you.